Hello everyone, my name is Edem Igabo and I am a Yada, a parent in the inner circle of the Intentional Parenting Academy. I joined the academy in 2023. I was introduced into the academy by a friend in 2022 and I started following the online community. Now it was so engaging and reviving. I just needed to join the academy and find out what it was all about. Well, my life has never been the same. It's been one of the best and most impressionable experiences I have had so far. As a parent, I am excited because I have moved from a place of fear and confusion to a place of certainty. Is everything working out the way I think it should? No, but I'm not afraid. I'm not confused anymore. I know what to do. Inner circle parents are thinking parents. I would encourage you to join the inner circle. I got to meet a group of lovely people, a community of wonderful parents. And when you join the inner circle, you find out that you're not alone. There are lots of people going through the same things you are going through. It's a group that supports. I have learned discipline. I have learned honor. I have learned so many things. And I have met the wonderful VC of the academy, Coach Wendy Ologe, and her wonderful team. Focused, dedicated, on point, on time, amazing set of people that are ready to empower people and not just stop at empowering people they see, but to the next generation and make life better for everybody. I would like to talk to us about our conference that is ongoing, the Intentional Parent Annual Conference. It is the Shiloh of parenting conferences. I would like to invite you to go to intentionalparentingacademy.com and you will find all the details you need to join in the conference. It's going to be wonderful. The theme is the battlefield of parenting. Parenting is war, and we're in this to win it. There's no mistaken child. We didn't bring anybody to this world by mistake. And if we thought we weren't parented well, then it falls on us to do better. So come, join, and become better so you can make somebody better. My name is Edem Igabo. I am a Yada, proudly Yada, and I would love to invite you to join the inner circle.
Your child's future lies in every decision you make for them, and you will agree that education is a major one that deserves your full attention. Are you looking for an opportunity for your child to further their studies abroad? Look no further than our trusted study abroad educational consultancy. At Delphi Education, we believe in providing life-changing opportunities for your children. Our expert advisors are trained to coach your child all the way until they achieve their dream university. We have academic partnerships with recognized and accredited universities in the UK, US, Canada, Germany, Australia, and Ireland. At Delphi Education, we believe in the power of education and the transformative experience it brings. Sending your child abroad isn't just about academics, it's about personal growth, forming lifelong relationships, creating a global network, and putting them on a higher pedestal that will foster their success in life. Our services do not stop at finding the right university for your child. In fact, we work with you until we secure your child's visa and accommodation, and we make sure that our support keeps going until your child is completely settled in. At Delphi Education, we are proud to be able to offer all our services for free for you. Contact us today and give your child the gift of a lifetime. Visit our website at www.delphieducation.co.uk or email us at info@delphieducation.co.uk to start your child's study abroad journey today.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 7 of the grand finale of the Intentional Parents Academy Annual Conference. And my name is Engineer Benson Adiola David, and I'll be your host for this session. And I'm sure you're enjoying the theme, the battlefield of parenting. And I know two books come to my mind, War Room and The Battlefield of Mind by Josie Meyer. And I want to quickly say a very big thank you to Coach Wendy Ologe, Mama Cathedral, and the Intentional Parents Academy for the opportunity to be your host for this grand finale of year 2023. The last session tonight, last night by Reverend Christine Baturi, the winning the battle of addiction was very, very phenomenal. And three things strike my attention from that session when she was talking about, as a father, about your leadership, your authority, and status. And when she expounded about the word train up your child in that phrase. And I want you to just go to the chat box and put your fire emoji to describe how mind-blowing the session. Go to the chat box right away. Just go to the chat box and just drop your fire emoji. Let me know how many people that are here last night, and just drop a comment or a phrase of how the session of last night by Reverend Christian Baturi on the addiction is something that you really, really need to go back and watch the replay back. Now, please, the Inner Circle, the Intentional Parents Academy, the Inner Circle is an annual subscription-based coaching program that is transforming the lives of over 5,000 families and still counting, who are already plugged into our coaching program. I'm a beneficiary, and I'm also a parent, a father in the Inner Circle. Let us take a quick review from one of our members in the yard. Over to you, the media, for a quick review. Okay. While the
Good
review
morning,
is
all.
about
My
to
name
play,
is
let me
Samuel
go
Deji,
ahead with.
and I'm happy to participate in year 2023 TIP Fathers Conference.
So what do you have to say about parents
Let's play the review. Quick.
that have not joined the inner circle?
I think they are missing. That's just
Oh, wow.
long and short of it. Because if you all about life is knowledge, and Bible even said it, that my people perish for lack of knowledge. So the quest for knowledge is that one will go after knowledge, and the Bible even said it that wisdom is the principal thing. With all they are getting, get understanding. So I wonder why some persons will hear about inner circle and they will not join, because just to the it's all about bringing the better um, part out of you, and bringing your children up intentionally, most importantly and fundamentally and critically. That is just the bottom line for me. The take in Intentional Parent Academy is just about intentionality, and I quite appreciate that. It's quite a journey. Mm.
And I like to say this as well, because it's not just the learning on the children alone. It also affects we as a couple. Like we're not there yet, especially myself. We're not there yet. In fact, the both of us. But then we are learning. The learning of having to calm down, having to teach our children structures, having to teach them boundaries, and a whole lot. It's a you know intentional parenting gives you power. It makes you it makes you indeed in control. All that gra gra we used to do before. We thought we were in control. Shut up, sit down there, all that. But with intentional parenting, even with you calmly saying everything, the children actually understands better and they come to terms with it. You find out that with intentional parenting, you're actually in control, and your children understands that
Very well.
yes, this is the person talking to me is my parent, and I need to. If I don't, I will self consequences. For me,
Consequences.
I'm already. In fact, everywhere I go to, in my church, everywhere, everybody knows me as Mama Consequence. So I'm so grateful. We are grateful.
We are grateful.
It's not just affecting our relationship with our children alone. It's affecting
It's
our own
helping us, yeah,
relationship. I
because
remember when, okay,
it helps me particularly a lot because of my temperament, and I've been able to, like I said, for me, the take there is intentionality and emotional.
This is the CIP Annual Conference.
Okay, great. Good.
Dr. Louisa Akaizo is a civility expert. Internationally, Dr. Akaizo is recognized as an accelerator coach, civility trainer, women development advocate, and a leadership expert with core specialization on image, international protocol, and leadership presence. As a World Peace Ambassador with a multicultural background, she works confidently with leaders from around the world who place foremost importance on themselves and their reputation. Having spent years working with influential people in different career paths, she has witnessed how important the role of civility is on setting an individual to outclass their competition. Dr. Akaizo's other publications include The Civilized Leader and True Civility, both available on Amazon. These books convey her enormous knowledge in civility, women development, and leadership empowerment. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Intentional Parent Annual Conference 2023, Dr. Louisa Akaizo.
Hello. Welcome to the TIP annual conference, ma'am. It's so good to see you here and it's so good to have you. I think the moderator is having a bit of an issue. Thank you so much for joining us. So Dr. Louisa Acasio is a TIP veteran. So this is not her first time being here. So many years ago, Dr. Louisa was the keynote speaker at the TIP annual conference, and she was supposed to be here last year as well, but of course, and she couldn't make it to be here. She's here today, and she's a woman on fire. You want to listen to her, and we look forward to having an amazing time with you, ma'am. Welcome to TIP Annual Conference.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's such an amazing time to be here. Listen, if you have never met me before, I want you to bring the fire in. Just bring it in, bring it in. Let's do it. Bring it in. I do not sit in the same room with boredom. No, I'm going to fall sick. Bring it in. And you know that Coach Wendy is fire, period. So she's not going to bring anyone who is not fire. Thank you, Mrs. Nuck. Thank you, everyone. I can see. I hope I can see the comment section. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to leave the stream, ma'am, and I'm sure the moderator will come back in later.
Absolutely. Fire is what I want to say. Fire. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see the fire. Bring it on. 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 Let us do it. Let's set the place on fire because it is the TIP annual conference day 7. We have to end up on a hot note. I don't know what you've been listening to, but listen. That's about to change. Thank you. Thank you so much, TIP. Thank you, the Intentional Parenting Academy platform. You are amazing, Coach Wendy. Thank you. Thank you. I think that you are a true definition of consistency. I love to see your growth. It's just been amazing. And the heart that you have to serve. It's oh my goodness. Listen, if I'll try to brag about Coach Wendy, we're not going to end this today. You already know that she's amazing. You are in the academy. I hope you're in the academy. I hope so. I hope you are part of the inner circle. I hope, listen, because we are about to break and shatter some tables this afternoon. So get into the chat box and let me know where you are joining me from. What country is in the house? Let's do it. Brenda is here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I am so excited to have all of you. Bumi, Chinelo, thank you. Margaret Samuel, thank you. Lola Remy, thank you. It is just such an honor to be given this platform. Thank you so much, Intentional Parenting Academy. Thank you so much. Of course, I met Engineer Benson. Network knocked him up, but he's going to be back. Thank you so much, the media team. Thank you so much, all of the parents that are represented here. And listen, sometimes when we have a parenting platform or parenting conference, I hear people say things like, I don't have a baby yet. Cut it off, okay? It takes a village to raise a child. Because if you tell me I don't have a baby yet, that means you've not been trying to raise any child. We are all parents. We have to live intentionally. We are all parents. So welcome. Thank you for making up the time. Ebonyi is here. Lagos is here. Cameroon is here. Bring your sisters, your mothers, your cousins, your neighbors, your enemies. Yes, they need to be delivered. So bring them. Bring your stepmother who was harsh to you. Please send the link to them. Invite everyone to be part of what we're about to do. And Brenda is in the house. Chineye, thank you so much for making up the time. Just put in the fire. Put in the fire. Listen, guys, I want you to get in the comment box and say, well done, Coach Wendy. This has been a lot. 7 days? Are you kidding? Well done. Well done. Get into the comment box. Say, well done, Coach Wendy. We love you. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You have to begin from saying thank you to her. She has brought all these powerful leaders. Coach Wendy is someone I cannot say no to. When I see her message, I say, oh my God. She texted me and I wasn't even in the country. But as soon as she sent me the text, I said, Coach Wendy, why? But okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I just came out of a session, but I'm here. Because when I see the way this lady loves on people, what you give is what you get. If you don't love Coach Wendy, please lay hands on your head. We have to deliver you right now. Because she is amazing at what she does. She is amazing in the academy. She is amazing giving out content, free content with the books, with the trainings, going to the churches, the community. Excuse me, what a blessing to have Coach Wendy. Get in the comment box and say thank you. Please say thank you to Coach Wendy. Well done. Well done. Well done. We love you. Coach Wendy, thank you. You have been amazing. You are such a powerful voice. Oh, we're so blessed to have you. May God increase you. Put the prayer there. Today is Sunday, so you can't tell me you don't know what to say. Just get in there and say something to Coach Wendy. She is wonderful. And I just want to say thank you to our husband. Yes. If our husband did not understand the assignment, sis, this would not be happening. I tell you, Sunday afternoon in most homes, she would be doing pounded yam and fufu or something at one corner. But her husband understands the assignment. I admire this couple to see them work together. He's another powerhouse. He does his own thing. He allows her to thrive, to flourish, to shine. So if there are any men in here and you are busy arguing with your wife, hey, who are you? Are you on Coach Wendy? Listen, you're spending too much money. Why are you paying 70,000? Stop it. Dr. Louisa is here. Stop it. Make sure that you give your wife 70,000, even 140,000 to pay for somebody else. Because an empowered wife is an empowered home. An empowered wife is an empowered home. Okay, so it's so great to have you guys here. Thank you so much for accepting me. That was fun. We just have to do it. We just have to do it. Give honor to whom honor is due. This lady, I love her. She's amazing. She knows how I feel about her. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was amazing to hear my bio. I was just telling Coach Wendy, I said my bio has changed like 10 times from the last time I came on TIP. So that's like, I was going to look, I'm like, who's this person? Huh. Because the new Dr. Louisa has moved. So there's so much that you can learn about me. You want to follow me on social media when you get the time, but that's not what this is about. But it's important that I let you know, and I'm saying this with all humility and grateful to God, that January this year, I was honored with the Presidential Lifetime Award. Now, if you know what that is, listen, a Black woman from the Black part of Africa being recognized in America, hello, that means a lot. So I'm very grateful to God that He honors His own. He makes space for us. And so this is why I love what my sister is doing. She is a force, yes, TK concept. And I just love to see people celebrate her. That's all she needs. She's taken the time, give her flowers. Give her flowers while she's here. Give her flowers. Let her feel loved. Every time, get in her inbox and just say, we love you. We love you. Thank you for all that you're doing. Okay. So we're going to go to the deal of today. Maybe some of you are just seeing me for the first time, but like, hey, this lady looks so calm. No. One thing you're going to know is that when you come in contact with me, you cannot go back the same. When I saw the theme of this event, parenting is war, the Nigerian in me twisted and changed it to parenting na war. No be joke. No be joke, sis. Get in the comment box and let people know we're talking about parenting na war. So if you're just joining us for the first time, the conversation is on parenting na war. The world is on their feet to collect your child. Are you going to let them? They are on their feet. They are on their feet to collect your child, to snatch your child away from you. Are you going to let them? Today we are hearing about pride. Tomorrow we are hearing about all kinds of things. Hello? The children become confused. Information overload everywhere. The television is the worst place for you to be at. Are you going to let them snatch your child away from you? Parenting empowerment. Parents empowerment is a thing. And parents empowerment, I'm going to borrow from a definition as I was studying. It says it is described as a process by which an individual will gain mastery of himself first, control of their lives first, and better understand the environment where she thrives with her family. It's very important. And when I was thinking about this title, Parenting Na War, what inspired me with this title? I'm a person of faith, so if you're not a Christian, well, you're going to have to suck with me for another 1 hour because the Bible is my manual. That's what I live by, and I know that Coach Wendy is okay with that. Zechariah 3 verses 1, and it reads, "And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him." Pay attention. The angel was there, but Satan was there. So you sitting down, you thinking, oh, my father was a pastor for 55 years. He blessed us. My home is blessed. And so, my pastor was so good. He came and blessed our home. He prayed for my children. My kids are okay. You are a joke. Okay? Because the Bible gets us to understand that where the angel of the Lord was, Satan was chilling with a glass of wine. He was right there at his right hand, ready to resist him. Please note, Satan came with an intention. Some of us just wake up and just have kids because you think you should be having kids. Listen, if you're not ready to take care of the children, don't do it, because I'm going to fight you. Okay? Don't say your mom had 5 or 6, you should have 7. I don't believe in that. You must be ready, be responsible, to put in the time, be committed, whatever it's going to take you to do it. Because as you are chilling with your children, with your husband, with your spouse, Satan is standing on the right hand side, and his intention is to resist. He's there with the pride, he's there with the people who smoke, he's there with the gangs, he's chilling by the side too. And then when we go to verse 2, it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, the Lord rebuke you, O Satan. Don't listen, don't play with the devil. Don't play with him. When you sniff him around, bind him, chase him out, tear him. That's why I told you that parenting is war. You cannot play with your children. God has given you these kids for a reason. Parenting is war. Don't sit down and be smiling at Satan. He's there to resist. He's going to take the child from you. Look at even God. The Lord said unto Satan, the Lord rebuke you. How many of us lay hands on our children and pray for them? You're messing around. I have 5 kids. God has been so gracious. You don't lay hands on them? You better begin that. That's why I told you that this session is going to be like a deliverance session for you. You might have to lay hands on your head and bind that demon that has been holding you back from doing what God has asked you to do. Because parenting is the greatest responsibility. God has trusted you with these children. What are you doing? The Lord rebuked Satan. My sister, my brother, you have to rebuke the devil. You have to rebuke the crazy groups. You have to rebuke the gangs, the bad friends, the people who are trying to take your child away from you. You have to rebuke the world, the bad spirits. You must rebuke them. It took God to rebuke him to calm down. Nah. The devil is right there. He's watching your child. Are you going to let him resist your child? Parenting na war. Some of us believe that parenting is beating your child. As soon as you give birth to the child, you begin to buy different sizes of koboko. The koboko is as tall as your child. Listen. Parenting is not your license to yell and use your koboko. Stop it. You have work to do. Stop it. It's not about koboko. There is so much more that is involved in parenting. You have to be involved. You have to learn how to pray. Hey, you have to mold your home. If you are going to get the success most people do not have with their children, you're going to have to do what most people are not doing. So you see why I told you? Go and call your friends, your sister, your brother, your neighbor, your enemy. Bring them. Let us have a heart-to-heart talk, because parenting, now what? As a parent, God gives you the ability and the privilege and responsibility to mold and co-create your home. You have a duty. You're not just there because, God just thought, this person is just going to look good having kids. And, like women, when we start having kids, you become curvy. That's not. So as a parent, sit properly. Nigerians said, sit down well. Shake your shoulders, sit down well. Let me show you who you are, because I think you messed it up. Coach Wendy has been screaming all this time and telling you, and you're like, no, what is she even talking about? She just wants me to come and pay 70K. Really? No, sis. You need to invite others to be part of what we're discussing. All of the amazing coaches and trainers have shared so much. I'm just going to borrow and just bounce on their wings because they've shared a lot. My sister, Mama Emeka's formula will not serve you. You need to come to a gathering like this. You need to be registered with Intentional Parenting Academy to learn the strategies and the tools that works. My mommy used to do this. My granny used to do this. My sister used to do this. My older sister. It doesn't work for your children. Your children are unique to you alone. If only you're ready to sit down and get the work done. Parenting is the greatest responsibility that has been given to man. We must hold it sacred. We must be ready and find ourselves blessed to undertake this full responsibility. We must get the tools and the strategy because this is what God has given to you. So many people have described parenting in the amazing way. But my definition of parenting, which is Dr. Louisa's dictionary, is that parenting now war. And what does war mean? War is an acronym for me that means we are ready. So parenting now war, you must be ready. Please jump into the comment for everyone who is excited to be here, who wants to make a change in their home. Type in the comment box, parenting now war, I am ready. You have to be ready. You have to be ready. I was looking for one child. God gave me 3. You got to be ready, sis. You're not having kids because your mother-in-law said, I want a son and a daughter. You got to be ready. Parenting is not for the faint-hearted. Parenting, it requires a lifestyle change. The change must begin with you. Keep your koboko down. How many of us have koboko here? Please raise your hand. Be very honest. Break it and throw it away. Because if I catch the koboko, I will use it on you. You need to change yourself first. Parenting is intentional living. Parenting is a God-given assignment. It's not a joke. It's serious business. Parenting is experiential. Even when you learn from Coach Wendy, you must go back and put it to work. You must. Whatever are your thoughts. So many trainers have come up. So many leaders have shared a lot. Have you taken notes? Are you ready to go back and do it at home? Parenting must be built on a foundation of civility. Yes, I'm going there. I know you didn't want me to go there. The African parents said, look at your head, big head. Ah, Olodo. You called your child Olodo and you expect your child to do well? Please wash your mouth and lay hands on your mouth. Whatever you have been saying to your child and cursing your child for all these years, may God forgive you. You have work to do. Put this one down. If you really want your children to be transformed, you, the parents, must live an intentional life. Because God go do am is not a valid strategy. Okay? God go do am. We are looking up to God. Stop it. Stop it, Biko. Stop it. God go do am is not a strategy. It's a lazy man's thinking because you don't want to do what you want to do. And let me even just tweak it a bit for you. If you do not do what is required for you to do as a parent, you are wicked. I just told you that. That means you hate the child. Because if you love the child and you want to see the best from this child, you will do whatever it takes to bring this child up the right way. And so when we say parenting now war, we are ready. War, we are ready. So I'm going to use the acronym READY. I love to use acronyms so that it's easy for you to remember. I don't want you to leave my session thinking, what did she say? I'm making it easy for you. Ready. The first word in ready is R. You, the parents, must be responsible for your children. You must build a relationship with your child. How many of us don't talk to our kids? Hey, your kid is trying to talk to you, and you're checking on Facebook. Drop the phone down and listen to them. They have something to say. They need to speak to someone. I was looking at one of the quotes from the trainer yesterday. I said she read my mind. And she said, anyone who has the ears of your child owns their life. My sister, they own the life of your child because they're listening to somebody else. What are you doing? You are on the phone. You are on WhatsApp doing what? When you should be paying attention to what is happening in the life of the child and notice the changes and notice the mood swings and notice when they are crying and wiping their eyes because they don't want you to see it and notice when they begin to behave funny. You must respect yourself, respect God, respect the child. And I explained that. You must respect yourself. Know that the child is watching you. Respect yourself. Don't get on the phone and be using F words. And you wonder why your child is cussing. Really? You taught the child how to do it. You have to learn how to bless the child. My mother is not here anymore, but one thing I would tell everyone is one thing that I learned from this woman, she never spoke evil. And sometimes I slap myself if I'm thinking evil. And I thought, is she for real? She wasn't a saint, but she was intentional. You can do it. I want you to get in the comment box right now and write it there. Say, beginning from today, I, Ebo, will be intentional about how I work with my children. Please put it in the comment box because whatever that you type, you're not going to forget. You have to be intentional. Parenting now war. You must respect the boundaries of your child. The child has boundaries. Don't say, hey, you have to watch this Nigerian movie with me. Really? Your child is a different person that has other interests. Allow them to explore and find themselves as you walk alongside them. Respect them. Respect them. Respect them. The next letter for us is E. Engage. Engage in your home. Don't be a stranger in your home. You're not a visiting parent, okay? You're not a mobile parent. You are not just stopping by. It is your home. It is your children. Engage with them. Find out what's going on. How are you today? What's going on with you? How is school? Are you struggling in school? What's up? What are we going to talk about? What's happening with this, your friend? Because when you engage and effectively communicate with the kids, notice that I said effectively communicate because it's not going to be one side. Some of us parents, we love to talk on the children. We don't listen to them. That's not communication. You must listen. You must listen. Because when you pay attention to the children, you know where something has gone wrong. And she tells you about Sandra. And Mom, Sandra was just taking this alcohol and just smoking. And he said, wow, what did you think of Sandra? And my sister, when you get up that day, you put your knees on the ground. Jesus, I bind and rebuke this Sandra and bind her into the abyss immediately. Don't wait until your child begins to drink. Then you go to the pastor. Some things can be fixed by you. That's why you, the parent, must take it very seriously. Allow them to grow their God-given abilities. Do not try to parent a puppy. Please put this down. Your child is not a puppy. Do not try to parent him as one. Put it down. And I'll tell you why. You think that your child must follow you everywhere? She must behave like you? Who told you the way you behave was the right way? Who told you that? Are you looking for a mini version of you? Some parents are so happy. They say, hey, my daughter talks like me. My daughter does this like me. My daughter does that like me. Who told you that was success? They're not a puppy. Their points are valid. Do not hush them all the time. It's only a puppy in Umar here that you should hush all the time. Before they open the mouth, shh, get out, shut up. Listen. Children grow as they explore. There are things that are expected at a certain level of the child. At some point, the child needs to jump around. At some point, the child needs to paint on papers. Provide the papers. Don't say, this child, you're always writing like an idiot. You must have patience. That's what God expects you to do. The next word for us is A. You as the parent are the advocate of your child. Admire your child. Become their greatest fan, because nobody is going to activate their confidence if you did not. We are in the business of personal development, and so many people said, you know what? My mother told me I wasn't good enough. Stop your comparison, sis. Spend time with the child. When the child deserves to be celebrated, please celebrate the child. Activate their self-worth. You're just so amazing. Oh my goodness, Chris. Wow, you are just, there's no one like you. Oh, my son, come and do this for me. I always feel so happy when you do this for me. Can you come and just take this note for me? Can you research this thing for me? Empower them while you're home. Strengthen their confidence. Help them to activate their self-worth. Because when you tell your daughter that she's beautiful, it doesn't matter what somebody else says to her. She's not going to listen to them. She will say, my mom says I'm a princess, so I know that I am. But if you don't, and all that comes out from your mouth is, look at your head like your father. She steps outside and someone else says, big head. That's it. It registers. Said, okay, my mom already told me my head was big. That's it. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be around other kids. There's something wrong with me. She begins to play herself down, and low self-esteem sets in, limiting beliefs, imposter syndrome. It's a rippling effect. It goes from there over and over again. Get in the habit of saying something positive to your child. Do you know you're so beautiful? Look at your face. Wow. I wish I had, this your nose is, oh my God, you are so blessed. So she doesn't walk around looking for a man to tell her that she's beautiful. Her mom has already told her. So even if a man tells her she's beautiful, how does that change the price of rice? I already knew that I was beautiful. Spend time with your children. Parenting now war. The next acronym for us is D, design. When you want to build something, you have to design it. Nobody goes to build a house without designing it. You know what it's going to look like. You know what the rooms that you want in the house. You know the colors that you want to paint. The same thing like your home. The same thing like the life of the children. How do you design? Prayerfully design. Please put it in the comments. You have to prayerfully design the life of your child. You don't want to hear that one. My sister, my brother, nobody's going to do it for you. I want my child to go to the best school. Get on your knees and design. It says everything happens where? Psalm 91 tells us, in the secret place. And that's the power that you have, that God has empowered you as the parent with the ability, with the power to co-create, to nurture, to mold. Do not take it as a joke. Prayerfully design the life of your child. The next thing you have to do within design is you have to possess. Take over. A parent is the one with the strongest influence in the life of the child. If your child is sitting down, doesn't remember you, and all she's thinking about Beyonce, who is the parent? Beyonce is the parent, yes. So many of us in the world, Kim Kardashian is the parent of our children. And that's why you see your kids at a certain age putting the tattoo all over their body, because you were never the parents. You did not pay attention. You allowed them to do their own thing. They spent time on TV looking for a parent, and they found Kim Kardashian. And Kim Kardashian said, take off your clothes and just show your boobs. And then you're wondering, why is she dressing like this? Well, ma'am, you were busy with yourself and your phone and your WhatsApp and chatting on social media while she was spending time with Kim Kardashian. And so she's now trusted Kim Kardashian. So you're rather coming too late because Kim Kardashian has become the new mom. Hello, that's what it is. So possess the life of your child prayerfully. Some of us will say, oh, my daughter doesn't like talking to me. My son doesn't like talking to me. Where can you make it happen? In the secret place. Because God has already empowered you. So the minute you call heaven for your child, they're going to give you attention. They will listen because they know this is serious business. That Mrs. Knock wants to talk about her daughter and she needs solution right away. They will respond. The angels that are in charge of that section will say, hello, Mrs. Knock, what's going on? And they will speak to her daughter. Design. You have to partner with God. A lot of us here as Christians, we're so excited when the child is born. You take the child for dedication, and then I don't know if you're a Catholic, they kind of put a little thing on the head, or the pastor prays for the child and say, I dedicated Sandra to God. Okay, that's different from what I'm talking about. You have to partner with God to bring the child up. And so that is why when something happens in some of our homes, we don't even know if we should go to God, you know, help, God, I'm crying. Stop it. Because you are a stranger in heaven. They didn't even know about your child. You're just talking about Henry today. After the dedication, nobody heard about you. Every stage of the child committed to the hands of God. Jesus, Henry is going from grade 2 to grade 3. Please, I commit him again into your hand. And he has this friend, Olakunle. I'm not sure this Olakunle, the family. Oh, God, help me, please. I rebuke every spirit in the life of this one that is coming to come and change the mind of Henry, because this Henry has become disrespectful. Jesus, come and help me, oh. Anyhow you want to go to God, don't make it cute. He knows that women, he knows the way we come. Because when you're in the labor room and you wanted to get the baby out, you didn't even care whether the doctor was there. You just open your leg and you just scream, ah! So why are you not able to scream to God about your child? You have been too nice, and the world is taking your children from you, and you call yourself a parent. You are not. You are not until you partner with God. The world of today is deep. It's not the world when our parents grew up. People were afraid of sin. And that's why I tell people of today, I said, you know what? If Sodom and Gomorrah made it to 2023, they will not make the news, because I know the kind of sin that is even in Africa is worse than what they did. They were just a learner. Who is talking about Sodom? They're not doing anything with the kind of sin that we have today. Partner with God in the secret place. As a parent, as a mother, you should be known in the secret place. The angels should know your name by now. They should know your voice, my sister. Heaven should have, allocated some angels that are going to be taking care of your affairs. Do not play. The child wants to go to school. Pray for the child. Pray. Pray about the decision. Don't let them go because other kids are going. Do you know what's going to happen next week? You don't know. You don't know, my dear. The children get to the age to drive. Pray. Lay hands on the car. Lay hands on them. Lay hands on their feet. Bless them all the time. Kneel down and cry to God for them. Parenting is not being fancy and cute. Parenting now war. Because the world is taking things by force. Look at the educational system. They're teaching our kids all kind of nonsense. Look at different systems and governments talking about abortion being legalized, and your children begin to think that this is a way to go. I can just sleep with anybody, and then I'm just going to cross over to the hospital and they're just going to take it out and I'm fine. Hello? Who gave you the children again? Listen, you're just a caretaker. So be careful. Be careful. Be careful what you're doing, because God has given you an assignment. You cannot play with the assignment He has given you. When your children become comfortable to sit around you to smoke, you are a failure as a parent. Dr. Louisa said so. Parenting is not cute. Go to the secret place. Make it a lifestyle change. Get used to going on your knees. Get used to meditating. Get used to interceding. Put your children and deal with them. When you think about war, people who go to war, what do? They prepare to go to war. They know, who are we bringing down? Look at the story of Goliath and David. David wasn't trying to be cute. He wasn't trying to be cute. He knew that, listen, this was it. I had to bring this guy down. That's how you have to treat your home. It's not you being cute. It's not you saying, oh, the Lord has been so wonderful. He gave me 6 children. What have you done with them? Parenting is not being cute. Parenting now war. Because the world has branded different ways of snatching your children, different platforms. They just need to sit on their phone. From their phones, they can go to anywhere. Do not give children freedom to do anything. It's your responsibility to introduce them to Jesus. Because the Holy Spirit has a way of speaking to the children. He has a way. Even when you're not there, even when you're not present in the school, he will speak to them. But it is your responsibility to let them to know that, listen, this is not by choice, but that like Sarah, like Esther in the Bible, Esther said, if I perish, I perish. That's how I want you to treat your home. If I perish, I perish. Whatever that I need to do, I'm going to do it. If I need to fast for this child, I'm going to fast. If I need to lay hands on this child as they sleep, I'm going to do that. If I need to pray about every decision, don't argue with them. He said, Mom, everyone in my class is doing this. That's what I wanted to say. Sure, that's fine. Get into your room, have your little corner, and go and call Jesus. He said, have you seen what Ifeoma is trying to do? Bigo, I can't handle this one. Come and help me. Because have you noticed how the children have all the grammar to justify what they're about to do and how they are right and, how everyone is doing it, and that's the trend and that's the best thing to do, and it's just so wonderful. And our children are just so smart. They just know how to articulate it so nicely because their vocabulary is just so smooth. My sister, don't argue with them. Go to the secret place. When you come out of there, you will see a change. Whether it's your husband, whether it's your spouse, don't argue with them. No, go to the secret place. Respond to them from there. That is where design will be done. The other D is discipline. And discipline, I'm going to warn you, discipline is not using koboko, my sister. It worked back in the day, not now. Effective discipline is not about physical punishment, beating somebody, cutting their head, breaking their back. Discipline is about creating an atmosphere of love, of respect, setting boundaries for them, taking care of your children's emotional health. Sometimes they are going through something. You walk alongside them. Because when you do, it allows them to flourish. Let them know that there is a consequence for whatever they're trying to do. You want to do this thing? You want to drink? All your friends are drinking? Okay. There is a consequence. If your child is telling you at 18 they want to drink and smoke, do you know why you have a problem with stopping them? Because you didn't tell them about Jesus' sins. You kept Jesus as your best kept secret. So by the time it's 18 and she says she wants to smoke, what do you have to say? Nothing. So you begin to struggle. You get into an argument. You begin to exchange words. Your house becomes a battleground because you did not tell them that, listen, I'm your mom. But there is the one who is higher than us, who gave you to me and is trusting me to bring you up in a certain way. And the final acronym is Y. Can anybody guess what Y is going to be? You. My sister, my brother, you have to model what you want to see in the life of your child. You have to. You have to model. If you've been sitting in your house and becoming a drunkard, you have been training this child for 18 years before she became 18. You actually gave her hands-on training that it is okay for her to be drunk. So when she shows up at age 18 and her friends have to carry her because she drank and she lost herself, she lost her brain, she became psychotic, don't be surprised. You've been teaching her that. Your mouth. What are you saying with your mouth? How do you talk to other people? You as a person must be focused on growth. You as a person must seek guidance. Coach Wendy is here with the academy. Please, Biko, get into her inbox and ask her, Coach Wendy, what is the next program? When you see, when she puts these things up, she said, oh, we have a class, we have a boot camp, and you walk on by and say, that's not for me. Sis, it's for you. It is for you. So book a slot. Book a slot. It is for you. You cannot give what you do not have. Book a slot. Thousands of women and parents cannot be lying. So many reviews of what this lady is doing and what God is using her to do in families. I was listening to one of the videos and the guy said it helped me with my anger. I said, Coach Wendy, you have to charge extra because what you're giving is buy one, get three free. So you came to learn about your child and how you're going to, but it helped the parent with his anger issues. Some of us are so used to kicking our spouse. Before your spouse says something, you've kicked and slapped and pushed. Where would the children get it from? From you. Seek guidance. Identify learning opportunities in your home. When something happens, do not jump to conclusion. It happened the same way 5 years ago. I know, I see, I know what you're about to do. We don't know. There's a learning opportunity. The only way you're going to find out is to listen. Listen. Please, can someone put in what is listen in your language? Please hold your ear. Listen, listen, listen to your spouse. Listen to your kids. Listen, please listen. You see, your ear is so important. Listen with your mind. Listen with compassion. Listen without judging. Listen. You don't know why. Everyone's point is valid. Everyone's perspective is valid. If you do not listen, your child will begin to listen to somebody else. And what that person has to offer is not much. Listen, please listen. Listen, I'm begging, please listen. Don't be too busy. Listen. The world is falling apart. Listen. Our homes are crashing. Listen. We are losing our children. Please listen. Put this down. You are a walking billboard for your home. Be intentional about what you display on it. Be intentional. You are a walking billboard. The children are watching you every minute. What is mom doing? How does she behave? How does she treat people? How does she get involved with things? What are the bad habits she has? What does she need to change that she's trying to correct in me? You are a walking billboard for your home. Be intentional about what you display on it. And when I talk about being intentional about what you display on it, I mean your appearance. Are you dressing up and your boobs are out? No. That one is going to require another conference. Dignity in dressing. The children are watching. Don't let fashion turn you crazy. Do you understand me? Please, calm down. Calm down. Don't let fashion turn you to an animal. You're not. You are a parent. People are looking up to you. You wear clothes and your whole underwear is out. That's why it was called underwear. It's supposed to be under, not on top. Keep your titties for your husband in the room. And men, please, bro, please, behave well. Do not disrespect your wife in front of the children. They're learning, and they're learning very fast. Do not mess around in front of the children. They're learning. Do not come back at 4 in the morning, and then when your child grows and she says, I want to come back in the morning at 4, where did she learn it from? Sir, Alaji, you taught her. She learned it from you. You are a walking billboard. You have to be intentional what you display on it. Your appearance, your behavior, your communication. How do you communicate? Some women, they are talking here, you hear them on the next streets. Is that what the children are going to learn? And you're wondering where they're getting it from? And the final one is your digital footprints. What are you putting on social media? Social media has merged with the search engine. So whether you think your child is not on social media, she just needs to put your name on Google. You too, you can try. Put your name on Google and see what's coming up. So if you're dressing nude on social media, your children are seeing it. If you're talking carelessly on social media, if you're jumping and backing at everything that is walking past you on social media, your children are seeing it. What are you representing on social media? Your appearance, your behavior, your communication, and your digital footprints. Very important. You are a walking billboard. Be intentional what you display on it. My sisters, my brothers, I want to encourage you. Take parenting seriously. Playing all this time in your life. My sister, parenting is not a joke.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what?
Yes, so parenting now what? Are we ready? Responsibility. If you are there, I want to.
Thank you so much, Dr. Louisa Acasio. That was breathtaking, as always. Of course, that was, in fact, I'm sure that it was when, for me, it was when she gave, she gave a lot of subtle masbos. He said, parenting is not about being fancy. I tell you something, right? You're seeing Dr. Louisa right there, popping. There's something I tell the parents in the inner circle. I said, there's a time to pop, and there's a time to do the work. Yeah, this woman has done the work. It's her time to pop, my dear parents. A time to pop comes. Don't pop where you are not supposed to be popping. If not, you are going to just pop into the river. There is a time for everything. Thank you so much, ma'am. That was an amazing, amazing session. And there was so much to pick out of that session. In the comment section, I can see a lot of comment buzzing. I hope that we can see this. You can see the comment. It is so loud, right? Thank you so much.
digital blueprint. It was when she started saying the things you're posting. I see a lot of parents, they say, what is it? I beg, allow us to breed. Be careful what you're breeding, so that you will see oxygen to breathe tomorrow. Just be careful how you are breathing. Thank you so much, ma'am. I don't know if there are questions. I think we have a few minutes before we get on to the next session at 6 p.m. with Coach Ebuka, the King of Boys. Thank you so much. For people who have never done impact, you do not understand what it means to bring these speakers to speak at the time where they speak. The engagement. Some of these speakers have a back-to-back kind of schedule that you can't get into. You would need to be a Wendy Ologe to get into some of the schedules. And really, thank you so much, ma'am. It's an honor to have you here again and
Yes, sir.
again. And in fact, I remember Dr. Louisa coming back to me to say, when did this topic? This you don't understand. As in, this topic,
Questions.
I need to and to say something, Dr. Louisa. It's now a parent, when you say a parent that is on no longer in active service, but you know what? She comes from time to time to say, are there people that I can sponsor in the inner circle? She does that. Dr. Louisa have done that 1-2 times. She will come to me and say, Adia, I want to pay for someone.
Yes,
Attend the inner circle. So, so when she's telling you, get somebody to pay, she's not saying what she's not doing. She's actually telling you what it is that you do. Engineer Benson, are you there? Over to you, sir. Okay, I cannot see any I can't see any questions in the comment section. Okay, ma'am, please can you share your last words with us as we begin to round off in this session, ma'am?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Coach Wendy. It's always such an honor every time that I'm around you. Of course, it's always mind-blowing. My last word, and I don't want you guys to forget it, parenting now war, no be joke. No be joke. No be joke. No be joke. The world is on their feet to collect your child. Are you going to let them? That's what I leave you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Louisa. We are going to get Dr. Louisa to go. She's out of her resident country, which is the United States of America, and she is doing a tour around Africa. Dr. Louisa sits on the board of John Maxwell Leadership Company, and she's done so much for women, and you need to follow her. Okay, she is Louisa Acasio. She's very active on Facebook. All right, we're going to still share her details right on the in the community. All right, but you find Louisa Acasio everywhere on our social media handles. Over to you, Engineer Benson, sir.
Wow, thank God. Thank you so much for this incredible session, Ma. We are very, very grateful, and I'm very, very sure, Coach, a lot of things have been said, and one of the major things that I took home is the digital footprint, which we need to go back and check. Maybe what you do, as Doctor had just said, just put your name, put an hashtag with your name, put it on Google search. See everywhere your name has been mentioned. Is it for good or for bad? Because that's a major thing that you need to do. Are you ready? Are you doing the right thing? Are you responsible? Are you advocating? Are you designing? Are you doing effective discipline? Or are you listening? Parents, we should learn to listen to our children. I do want to go to this place. It's a signal. Listen to them. And Coach, I'm very, very grateful for this session. I don't take this opportunity for granted. Thank you and thank you and thank you and thank you so much as we coast home for the next session that is coming very, very soon. I want you to keep your breast abreast. Keep on dropping the fire emoji for our doctor, and please follow her right away and let's have our conversation. If you are not in the inner cycle, you are missing. I'm a father there. It's not only mother now. Even the boy child can come to the inner circle. It's not about 70,000 naira. It's not about the money. It's all about the responsibility. If you come there, we know they sleep. 6 a.m., a task is waiting for us already that will carry to the office to deliver to Coach by midnight. Thank you so much, Coach. We are grateful so much. Thank
Thank
you,
you
ma.
so much, Engineer Benson. And that was an amazing session. You agree with me. I am particularly looking forward to the next session and the next. All right. I will be
Yes,
speaking
ma.
at the final session. And, I have rewritten my notes 4 times. I was woken up at 2 a.m. to rewrite the note again. So I do not know what it is that you are going to see, but I know that God has a word for every single one of us at this conference. And I know that, like, I know my name. All right. And Coach um, Ebuka is going to be speaking live all the way from the United Kingdom today because he's on a program, and he will be speaking from there. He'll be speaking at exactly 6 o'clock. You do not want to miss that session. If you have missed any session at all, it's not that session you want to meet. It comes with a lot of humor, a lot of words, and a lot of other things that you do not want to miss. I don't know if
Yes,
you've
ma.
ever heard that flood Nabia. That was Coach Buka's line. You want to be in that session. So when we started saying flood is coming, it was Coach Buka that named the Intentional Parent Inner Circle program an arc. He says that the inner circle is an arc. And if you're not inside when the flood comes, you will
You
not
will
be
slip
there.
away.
Somebody is asking for Dr. Louisa's Instagram handle. Unfortunately, we do not have that, and do not think that she is very active on Instagram. So
Instagram,
please follow her right
on face,
on Facebook.
Facebook.
All right. If you're not on Facebook, please follow her on Facebook. I think that's the easiest place, all right, to follow her.
Can get it.
Thank you so much again for being here. Thank you for joining us. All right. So over to you, Engineer Benson, sir.
Yeah, this ma. I think if anyone that is on this call, and you are not yet in TIP, I think you need. I don't need to say it again. You don't need. Maybe you need to go back and let somebody give it to you. An adult should give it to you again, because you need to. I'm very very sincere, very sincere about it. We need to do it either as a father, either as a career person, and I keep on telling as many father, since we are paying school fees, we should be intentional with our children, no matter whatever we are doing. The woman has carried them for 9 months. Let's take care of after the death, and let's do it very well. Coach, I'm
Okay,
very
thank
grateful.
you.
Thank you so
Yes,
much, ma.
sir. And we have Dr. Louisa's Instagram account. Please let
Okay,
us
okay,
go. Let's go
right
and
away.
do the needful. I'm going to put it right on my screen. Let us
Wow.
go and do the needful. You guys know how we do it. Let's go and
Yes.
rave over Dr. Louisa Acasio. Please go and send the message that Coach Wendy sent you. That's the message I want you to send. You know how we send the message? The message is loud, right? It's not I
Right.
am anonymous. No, send her a message privately and say, I was there and you touched my soul. That's how we do it. Please follow her on Instagram like now. I want to see 200 people, 300, 400. I was looking at some speakers as you guys were following, and their Instagram page was growing like this. And I was like, correct. This is how we do it. Someone is asking about the TIP Inner Circle account details. You will see it right on the stream. It is
It's
scrolling
scrolling.
down, and
Yeah.
it's also in the comment section. All right.
Session.
Look through the comment section, you will see it. And if you are paying from outside of Nigeria, there's a link in this video that takes you to where you can make payment from anywhere you are in the world. Also, you can send the team a chat. All right. But it will be so easy for you to just take the direction, send your proof of payment to the team. And please be patient. The team will onboard you. It doesn't matter how long. There's a lot of process that go into it. We are a systems organization. So we run with structures and systems. So we do not just do things, just, let's just be doing it. No, there is a system that runs, and that's why you would need to just be a little patient with us. But please note that the 5,000 naira you're paying today, you are paying it because you're booking. The fee is 70,000 naira. What that simply means is that you pay 5,000 naira to book a slot, and then you pay the balance between now and the 1st of December, which is the date that you're going to be inducted. What would we call that date in a circle parents? The day that you are going to be crowned
Onboarding.
a yada. The
Yes.
day that you're going to be crowned a yada, that day is very significant in everybody's life. So 1st of December is the Christmas of TIP. All right. So you wait for 1st of December. You wait as you wait with your your guards, you're waiting, like you're holding your chest and waiting, So that is what you will do. But by Monday, which is tomorrow, the TIP inner circle fee changes from 70,000 naira to 100,000 naira. Now, if you are able to make a booking with 5,000 naira now, it means that this increment will not meet you. But if you're not able to book, by the end of tomorrow, that increment you're going to pay 100,000. Believe you me, at 100,000 is a giveaway. I run other programs. I run programs where people pay thousands of dollars, and it's not even up to a year. Trust me when I say that is like you're just getting it, out of, the Engineer Benson is here. I'm sure that Engineer Benson would, agree with me that by the time you finish first month, you're looking for how to pay me more. And, sometimes I'm like, I'm not the academy. I'm just a lead coach in the academy. Parents will say, no, coach, with you, we want to give money. So if you want to dash me money after that, I will collect. I do not have a problem. Prophets don't reject money. Have you ever seen where that's happening?
No, man.
So
It's
we'll
part of it.
collect the money. But right now, the fee, that's the fee you pay to the academy, not to Coach Wendy. You pay to the academy. If you finish and you feel that Coach Wendy needs money, you want to give me money, I will collect your money. So that's different. But this is the fee you pay to the academy. And that's the TIP New Year. All right? That's the TIP New Year. This is so great. And you will get all of the Instagram handle of all speakers in our community, and also write in your email, because we want you to follow the real celebrities, not just anybody. I am going to be out of this stream now because we're headed to go and meet the King of Boys. All right?
Yes, sir.
We want to be there. Thank you so much for joining me. Over to you, Engineer Benson.
Thank you so much. As we just have 4 more minutes for Coach Ebuka's. If you can just hang on, I'm very sure Coach Ebuka will be here very, very soon. Just hang on, and I'm sure we'll just go off a little bit from the live stream so that the back end can be sorted out. By 6 o'clock, we'll be back. Thank you.
Thank you
and
so
enjoy
much.
yourself.
And we are back at exactly 6 p.m. Do not miss any of the 2 sessions. Right? See you right in there. God bless you.
Thank you. Yes.